Great, let's dive into the fascinating world of physics and explore the fundamental laws that govern the motion of objects. The laws of Newton, also known as Newton's laws of motion, are three mathematical laws that describe the relationship between a body and the forces acting upon it. These laws were first formulated by the renowned physicist Sir Isaac Newton in the late 17th century and have since been widely accepted as the cornerstone of classical mechanics. The first law, also known as the law of inertia, states that an object at rest will remain at rest, and an object in motion will continue to move with a constant velocity, unless acted upon by an external force. This law is often referred to as the principle of inertia. The second law, also known as the law of acceleration, states that the acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the force acting upon it and inversely proportional to its mass. Mathematically, this can be expressed as F equals ma, where F is the net force acting on an object, m is its mass, and a is its acceleration. The third law, also known as the law of reciprocal actions, states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This law is the basis for the concept of work and energy, and it explains why objects interact with each other in the way they do. These three laws form the foundation of classical mechanics and are used to describe and predict the motion of objects in a wide range of contexts, from the motion of a thrown ball to the orbit of a planet around a star. Now, I'd like to invite you to ask any questions you may have related to the laws of Newton or any other topic in physics.
I didn't get this Newton's second law of motion. Can you explain it in simpler words?
Force. The second law of motion, also known as the law of acceleration, states that the acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the force acting upon it and inversely proportional to its mass. Mathematically, this can be expressed as F equals ma, where F is the net force acting on an object, m is its mass, and a is its acceleration. For example, let's consider a scenario where you are pushing a heavy box on a flat surface. If you apply a constant force of 10 n to the box, the acceleration of the box will be less for a box with a larger mass, such as a heavy book or a large box filled with sand. To illustrate this principle, let's calculate the acceleration of the box using the formula F equals ma. Let's assume the mass of the box is 5 kilograms, and the net force applied to it is 10 n. Then, we can calculate the acceleration of the box as follows. A equals F per meter, A equals 10 n, 5 kilograms, A equals 2 meters per square second. So, in this scenario, the acceleration of the box is 2 meters per second squared, meter per square second. Now, I'd like to invite you to ask any questions you may have related to the second law of motion or any other topic in physics.
Can you provide me an MCQ question to test my understanding of Newton's second law of motion?
Of course, here's a multiple choice question related to the second law of motion. What is the formula used to calculate the acceleration of an object? A. F equals mx. B. F equals ma. C. F equals m. D. F equals a. Please select the answer you think is correct and let me know if you have any questions.
F equals ma is the correct answer.
Great, you've correctly answered the question. The formula used to calculate the acceleration of an object is indeed F equals ma.
Can you provide me another MCQ question to further check my level of understanding?
Of course, here's another multiple choice question related to the second law of motion. What is the result of applying a force with an acceleration of 2 meters per square second on an object with a mass of 10 kilograms? A. The object will have an acceleration of 2 meters per square second. B. The object will have an acceleration of 1 meter per square second. C. The object will have an acceleration of 0.5 meters per square second. D. The object will have an acceleration of 2.5 meters per square second. Please select the answer you think is correct and let me know if you have any questions.
The correct answer is 2 meters per second.
demonstrated a good understanding of the second law of motion. The result of applying a force with an acceleration of 2 meters per square second on an object with a mass of 10 kilograms is that the object will have an acceleration of 2 meters per square second. Now, I'd like to invite you to ask any questions you may have related to the second law of motion or any other topic in physics. Perhaps you.
Thank you, miss. It was good learning from you.
Of course, it was great learning with you too. I'm glad I could help you understand the laws of Newton and how they apply to different scenarios. If you have any more questions or topics you'd like to explore in physics, feel free to ask.